Podler team back at it again. We're doing some more track 2 voicing. That's where we go over the various principles of Podler, and we like to put them into themed sections. This is an advanced theme section right now, which is the About Yourself section, because principles of how your own life has come about and what it is about, that is also part of one's Podler practitioner experience. Okay, so introductions. I'm Nai Coach. With me I have Nai, Mitchell, and Ben. And Mitchell is going to be working more on those beats, and Ben is going to start us down the road of the Mojo journalism, take us towards the L10. Okay, Mitchell, what do you have for us? What do you want to work on?
Okay. So, I have 3 new beats for today. I'm always way busier than I think I'm going to be, so I didn't get as much done as I wanted, but that's okay. Try to have more done for next time. But that's what I've got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 beats now. So I'm getting into, I basically just did like a few beats last Thursday on typology. And now I'm getting into basically finding Podler and stuff. And then some of the heroic gains I've got from that. Those are the beats I've done. All right. So let me just read it over really quick here, because I haven't had a chance to edit them, which is one of those things that, you know, comes up when you actually read it.
Right. I feel you.
Implacably. Oh, well, I mean, I guess I can just read it. All right. So scrolling through the archives of INTP forum, I finally found what I was looking for. The posts by the user Ademus were unbelievably insightful regarding the cognitive functions in general, which he alternatively called powers, and the NIFE in particular, which he alternatively called Naiji. He dropped documents going in depth into the phenomenon of HSP, or highly sensitive person, which explained my introversion much more succinctly and powerfully than ever before. He explained how the Nai and Zai of Naiji can lead to disassociation, which can cause misreads as something like INTJ or INTP. This is explained in posts simply teeming with wisdom and impeccably strong arguments, brilliantly defended against hordes of people decrying his strange names and claims to be able to read people with certainty as evidence of cultism. The mudslinging surrounding the topic made me very wary, as I was an unduly cautious person, so I did not engage with things, preferring to sit back and weigh Ademus's case against his detractors for many months. I doubted him many times, as his claims of being able to read people on the basis of visual cues seemed preposterous, but I continued to experience undeniable truth in his teachings. After around a half a year, a small variety of Podler YouTube channels cropped up on YouTube. Cropped up, I mean, obviously. Cropped up. Led by the founder, Naiji Coach, whose magnetic arguments were the nail in the coffin that convinced me to send in a video to them for a reading. They assessed me as Naiji, as I had suspected they would, based by the writings of Demas, and it turned out that I was quite impressed by their visual reading methodology, which showed great awareness of the scientific method and the abstraction process from verifiable data to conceptual math, all the way out to semantic descriptions. Here, I finally found the scientific methodology to support the cognitive configuration phenomenon that I had years ago intuited the paramount importance of, unusual but intelligent and fiercely noble people to work with, and a more balanced view of human stories, not based on a rigid trait theory like Jungian typology, but based instead on a mature, balanced view of human story, with a respect for its vicissitudes and an evidence-based theory of inspirational relationships that has been longed for since time immemorial.
Very nice.
So yeah, I think I'm gonna edit that beat a little bit, but as far as like just the wording and stuff here and there, but
just you know, for the future, I was able to capture all of that, but it was said rather quickly. You could maybe just not a lot. If you could just slow it down just a few, like Zai twists, just a few.
You give me that feedback a lot, so I'm guessing there's something to it.
But I did capture everything you said.
I think for some reason when I just read stuff like this, I naturally speak quickly. I don't really know why. But I can modulate it, obviously. All right. So let me get.
No, because there's a ballot both ways. You definitely want to not have a lot of dead space. You want to go quickly. You don't want to waste the listener's time and so forth. But also, there is a little time that needs to be given just to invest some in words, and that investment
I know that's probably especially true with the way I write. Is kind of rich sometimes, so it can take like some processing.
But it sounded very good, and I like the content and the words you used. It was very good.
All right. What I have gained, that's the next beat. What I have gained from working with Podler cause and teachings is a gift that is invaluable. I'm going to rephrase this. Is the gift of invaluable progress on that most primal seeker's journey of coming to know thyself, and there are corresponding boons to that still in the process of being discovered all the time. Perhaps the most obvious is the ability to live in a sane community that can directly observe phenomenon and its social alchemy relationships that have been a key aspect of human interactions long before human civilization acquired its baby legs. It gives the beginnings of a necessary blueprint for humans to treat one another with respect, dignity, understanding, and love that would not be possible in the absence of these crucial facts about human nature. In turn, it gives us a necessary ingredient for any sane, civilized human society, none of which have ever existed, not yet anyhow. Underlying Koja's discovery of the Mojo phenomenon and all subsequent teachings of Podler. What the heck, man? Sorry. Dang it. Let me restart that sentence. Underlying Koja's discovery of the Mojo phenomenon and all subsequent teachings of Podler by him and his disciples, there is an incisive set of heroic seeker principles that provide a foundation for the unification and discourse of seekers from vastly different backgrounds, while inspiring a community brimming with self-corrective purity of intention and implacable bravery to do what is right, even in the face of jeering crowds and sensitive friendships. Although it has been a rough journey to get to this point, confronting hordes of people lying about me, name-calling, and metaphorically kicking me as I help them or call out their bad behavior, I have become a person of immense psychological fortitude, and I have come much closer to learning the true meaning of independence of mind and the real importance of a strong will. Now, instead of sulking off on the sidelines in tight-lipped silence when my beliefs or way of life are unduly challenged, I stand up for my convictions.
Very, very nice. One question. That was great. Just the word, and this doesn't mean that you should change it. I just want you to be aware, and you probably are. The word disciples. I know what you mean in the classical sense. It's actually a very honorable wording, but also that there has been some tainting of that wording in modern parlance.
You mean maybe it's overly like lowering of us or something like that?
Lowering or that subservient in some way that is
yeah, basically all I just meant was that we're basically students. I guess maybe students is maybe
that might be better. I got what you meant, because actually a disciple is someone who follows a discipline. It means you study, but you study hard. So I myself, I actually I have no problem with that, but I know a lot of people nowadays are very hyper sensitive about that, and I think maybe students would convey that without tripping up a wire.
That's fair.
But yeah, that was great.
And one more beat here. Look through this. In addition, Podler has given me the chance I have longed for since I was a child to grow more deeply comfortable in my own skin, which is necessary to live a full life and is not widely possible without the Mojo phenomenon. Social alchemy, immersion with other heroic members of my configuration than IG lead to a realignment with my natural state ways that I habitually adapted away from to be superficially pleasing to the insipid modern nihilistic society in which we are stuck. I've gained first-hand experience with things to admire in other Naishi, things to be wary of in my kind, and best practices for interaction with other Naishi and the rest of the tribe. In particular, before I found my true nature and was able to explore it in a healthy environment, I've been subjected to the need to do so much habitual Zai overmodulation that I developed some permafrost traits, kind of like pulled psychic muscles that also affect the body. These include excessive caution and self-doubt, difficulty spontaneously feeling strong emotion in the presence of others, such as joy, sadness, and anger, as well as an exaggerated self-protective uptightness of expression and body. Through immersion training, I made real progress shedding this armor that had been a prison for so long, and I've regained the ability to feel, to be loose with others, and to live for my authentic passions rather than for practical or cerebral motivations. I've experienced the irreplaceable feeling of true love, which has afforded me the ability to be tender with others again, both for my own sake and to provide an emotional bedrock of support for others, becoming someone that others come to when they wish to speak about that which is uncomfortable, and that which few others would hear with such equanimity, sensitivity, and honor.
Very nice.
All right. That is what I have today.
Seriously, I'm proud to be rolling with this crew. Really. I like being alone a lot, you know, as an IG guy, experience that as well. But I do also feel a desire to want to have company with fellow humans, but I have very high standards. As you said, Ben, very high and very niche. You know what I mean? So it's really cool to roll with boss heroes like you that are like so far ahead of everyone else and are like, oh, we're just getting started. You know what I mean? We want to keep going.
Really true. We are just getting started.
These are just like the first few years, and like we're so like young. Like the cause in general is just so young. So like we're pretty low on resources, and we already have like growing this far, you know. So it feels good.
It's very exciting. Okay, so Ben, have you had a chance to?
I'm not quite ready. I'm having a bit of trouble getting like the names are kind of tricky for me. Do I need to, by the way, do I need to get all the names, or can I do like just one per bubble, or?
Well, you want to get more than just one of some of them. I chose the number of them because they have more representation.
Oh, I mean one, because you know, for like Naiji females, it says it goes through a series of bubbles, like
right.
But some have like one and some have two.
Right. So yeah, so just, you don't have to get it word for word, but try to get across the idea as best you can. And this will be an organic process. Maybe I'll give you feedback of what is more needed.
I guess I'm.
I want you basically the bar is to be able to successfully in a one beat, a short thing, give someone a bit of a vision that's accurate of what that bubble is like. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So maybe you.
Yeah, I mean, because yeah, because I feel like I should be like should I be doing all of these then? Like I guess for example, it says for Naiji females, it says actresses, music artists, authors, film directors, models, activists, MMA fighters, and comedians. So for sure, should I be getting all 8 of those?
Yes, that's what you want to go to it because that's the best.
Okay, and then within that, should I make sure, like, if I can only remember like one person from comedians, for example, or from actors, is that fine, or should I try and make sure that I remember?
I would try to actually not forget more than 1 or 2. I would try to actually get what is there, just because it is a very concise.
Yeah, I mean, what's there is 1 or 2 per, but some have 1 and some have 2.
Right. I think some have 1, some have 2, some have 3, and some have 4. I think it was a range of 1 to 4 names is what I used.
Okay. Well, yeah, for this one, it seems like it's just 1 and 2, but I'm sure for others there's more.
But if you need more time to do this on your own, that's actually fine. I don't know, maybe this may require more of a concentration in order to.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure I could get a couple beats knocked out tonight, but I probably won't be able to do like the whole thing or anything like that.
Right. No, this is a different headspace.
Yeah, so it's been a while too, and names are not my strong suit. So
right.
You know.
Totally.
But yeah, I'll definitely be able to get this one done soon, I think, or at least fairly soon.
Okay. In that case, Mitchell, did you want to work some more beats, or where are you at?
I don't have any more beats. I mean, I just have so.
Is it time for you to go through the whole arc then? Is that?
No. I have way more beats to do. I don't have any more beats ready.
Okay. Do you guys want to call it early tonight then? And then you can work on more beats, Mitchell, and Ben, you can start working on this.
Yeah, I think that might be better actually, because
I don't mind that.
maybe
because where you guys are next seems like it takes concentration.
Like, yeah. Try to film these on my own, or should I? Do you think I should do them in the Hangout? Because I can do these on my own. In some ways, it is a little bit easier because I'm not like because then I'm not like I'm not listening to you guys as I'm doing it.
No, exactly. No, sometimes it helps to have people here, and those phases that we've been working on. But it looks like both of you is lining up.
Yeah, like it seems like this isn't really about like understanding the material. It's about like because sometimes a lot of it is just like understanding it like helps.
Right.
But in this case, it seems like understanding doesn't really like I already know what it's saying. It's just memorizing. Remembering the names and the sequencing and stuff can kind of get. But yeah.
Okay. So then why don't you go ahead do that, and then what is this? This is Tuesday. So we'll meet on Thursday, and we'll see what you guys have then. Does that sound good?
Sounds good.
Yeah, that sounds good.
All right, cool beans. And then this Sunday we're going to be going on a Vijay female tour per Ben's request.
Nice.
All right.
Awesome.
Have a great night, everyone.
Have a good night.
Good stuff. Very, very motivating. Awesome.